you watched this Tyler Perry movie about this guy?
Nigeria is limiting your growth as a founder. At some point, you have to leave because people only find success when they've left. And I genuinely believe that if you stay in this country as a first-time business owner, forget about it. You are one legislation away, one law away from ending your entire career.
That's not true. I think it's more likely to happen when you're abroad because there are a lot of policies. Here you can be flexible. You can excel. Like, there's no structure. There's nothing limiting you. I guess you might talk about infrastructures and stuff, but are you telling me now that if there's a likelihood I will succeed more if I go abroad?
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes. There's a reason that there are more grass to grace stories abroad than there are here in Nigeria.
These are the ones
you
you're
are
hearing.
not. Of course, everything is a little bit about what you are hearing and what you're not hearing. Consistently, we have seen that when people go there, now there will always be outliers, but consistently we have seen that when people go there, they are more likely to find structure and stability. Stability is one thing you need, right? To go from survival to thriving. Because if you're stuck in survival mode, which is what we are constantly in here in Nigeria, when you're stuck in survival mode, there's no room for growth. Are there businesses that make it? Yes. But to be 1 in a million is a crazy statistic that I do not believe makes any sense.
We have a lot of businesses.
A lot of businesses are successful in Nigeria.
That are successful. It's just that maybe you don't have the right resources. And yeah, you're talking about policies, right? In Nigeria, we don't have as much policies restricting businesses.
So we're a failed state, and therefore people should thrive here.
You should take advantage of that.
Of the fact that we're a failed nation.
Take advantage of it and thrive. In this failed system, we have businesses that are taking advantage of it, and they are thriving. Let's talk about the entertainment industry.
Oh
People
my
like
God.
Funke and Akindele taking advantage of it, getting millions in the box office, billions self, and she's thriving, irrespective of the system.
What happens to a first-time filmmaker? Funke Akindele is able to make that sort of network because she's built over time. Do you know how long she's been in the industry? That is something that you can achieve in less than a decade abroad. And you're telling me that we should stay longer for the purpose of...
As a first-time founder, you are not as restricted. Tell me what policies...
As a first-time founder...
If you're talking about policies, no. If you're talking about infrastructures, yes. To
support system. What about support systems? As well.
Examples of support systems. Family.
No, we're talking government infrastructure now.
Like what?
Even the government saying that oh my God, imagine being a founder in a system when there's no lights.
There's solar. There's solar. Yes, there's solar.
I'm
not supporting the system. I'm not supporting the government. But for you to even succeed abroad, you must have toughened up here.
Exactly. So here's what I think, right? I think that Nigerians are experiencing a collective Stockholm syndrome effect, right? It could be that that's not the correct term, but we are genuinely leaning into our suffering and talking about how it makes us better, it toughens us up. No, you're suffering and you're bleeding money, resources consistently. Please.
But building
if you can't go,
that's
is it
why
expensive
abroad,
to go? Yes. But if you can't go and build some kind of structure, please, by all means.
Abroad, you will see that Africans have a likelihood of succeeding more there because of what we've gone through here.
So therefore, you're saying that they should suffer here and then Japa?
No.
Thank you.
That's not true.
You
can succeed here.